The Left Hand of Darkness is a novel written by Ursula Le Guin and it was first published in 1969. The novel is a science fiction story and settles the reader in an iced world with genderless inhabitants. At the beginning of the book, Ursula Le Guin gives an amazing, complete explanation about science fiction and explains the reason why she decided to write science fiction. To begin with, this book is about the story of an envoy whose name is Genli that travels in order to ask Jethenians if they are interested in joining to the intergalactic civilization called Ecumen, which is a union of planets colonized by various branches of humanity. The benefits of joining the Ecumen is the exchange of knowledge, culture, and technology. This story deals with different topics such as unity over duality, gender, and the role of the women in society. Themes: gender and roles. The whole point of this book is gender. The author settles the reader on a different place and makes the reader imagine how a genderless world could be. All the people that live in the world of winter, also called Getten, are genderless. Genli is an envoy who comes from a planet where two genders exist, male and female. When arriving to Getten, he realized that its inhabitants are genderless and hermaphrodite people. Genli is a stranger for Gethenian as well, as he is a different person, he's an alien, he's a man. Once Genli arrives at Getten, he is judged as a pervert because he is always in camera, so he is not accepted in society at first. What does Kama mean? Kama is when Gethenian, although they are hermaphrodite, they can reproduce and they go into a cycle called Kama where they can mate and have children. Kama allows Gethenian to reproduce. Generally, Genli associates weak or negative aspects to female gender when a Gethenian doesn't perform a task optimally. Genli's preconceptions acquired in the human world about male and female gender roles make him judge how Gethenian roles are developed in Gethen society, although it is a genderless world, a genderless planet, a genderless society. The Left Hand of Darkness portrays how women and men roles are established in society. Although Gethen is a genderless society, Genli is still undermining Gethenians' role if they behave like women, attaching weak or bad aspects as women's attitude, whilst positive aspects such as strength or intelligence are attached to men. Ursula K. Le Guin mirrors how people's roles and expectations can be changed according to their agenda. What I find curious is that all characters in this story are referred as he, even though there is no gender in this story, there is no one specific gender in Gethen. It may be because the main character just prefers to refer them as he, but it might be a Le Guin's attempt to portray how female gender is invisible on our daily conversation and vocabulary. Another important theme is yearning over duality. Dualism states the idea of two polar opposites to each other, while unity is being joined to make a whole, to produce a whole. At first, Karhat, a province of Gethen, refused to join to the Ecumen as the king thinks that the union between Karhat and the Ecumen would disturb Karhat's ways of living, religion, culture. Nevertheless, the union of Gethen and the Ecumen means progress and evolution. Another dual situation is Genli's prejudice against Gethenians, as the latter were androgynous, they were different of him, and they were genderless. Nevertheless, the envoy realizes that his own prejudices were hindering his acceptance and were not just derived from unfamiliar Gethenian society. It was he felt he refused Gethenian because he not because they were different, but because of his prejudices about Gathanians. I love this book because it made me see how a genderless world could be. Plus, I love the descriptions and of the setting. It makes you feel you are inside the story. And I loved how the author portrayed how female and male roles are categorized in society, and how, although it is a 1969 novel, it perfectly fits with nowadays situation. The atmosphere and description make you feel immersed in the story, and the style of the writer is amazing and fascinating, as well as it is not a dense writing. It makes you want to read more and more. It was really engaging for me, and I loved the main themes, the main topics. I loved everything about this book.